Hello and welcome to one of Microsoft 365 labs. Today's course is about MS-100 course, Microsoft 365 Identity and Service. Today we're going to start with Module 2, Lab 1, Exercise 1 about managing user and the group. In this demo here, we're going to start by going to Active User and add a user and start adding the user information. Moving next to the second part is adding a product license to the user. First, we have to define a location. Whatever location, we're going to use the default, which is United States. Moving down to the license, we have a different option, different license type. So we're going to pick Office 365 E5 license. Of course, we have a different type of license. By moving down to application category, we're going to have more license, and we're going to see a range of license application which apply within or which included within the Office 365 E5 license. Moving next to optional setting tab, and here we're going to start defining the role for the user. As you can see, this is the default user which have no roles, and we have the option to configure or to add different role to the user. For example, we can configure the user as an Exchange admin, as a global admin, as a SharePoint admin, whatever you need. Just please be careful with whatever user you are giving to the user, as will have access to this software or application. Also, we have another option here, show all by category. In case you would like to use a category, you can pick whatever category you're looking for, or if you would like to give him role based on a device or based on identity, or it can be read-only option in case you want to restrict access to the user. If you would like to configure as a security admin or a security operator, we have a different option. Here you can review the different settings for creating a user account. We still have the option to edit the role, edit the password, whatever information. We click finish adding the user, and we already got the user. By going back to the active user portal, we can see the user which we just create right now. Also at the top, we can see different tab with different option. Resetting the password, managing license. The same option also, we can have it everywhere. To manage a group, to edit username, delete the user, or by clicking on the user account, we're gonna get the user portal information. The first step here is about account information, like username, groups, which is the user belong to, different roles. As we can see, this is a global admin, contact information, multi-factor authentication. We have the option to use multi-factor authentication and to configure multi-factor authentication with the user. Moving to the next tab, as we can see, the user have no device linked to his account or her account. Also, we have the option to edit the license application, to make whatever change, to add more license for the user. If you would like to add, for example, enterprise mobility to the user, or would like to add any type of application, we have the option to search for the application. Moving to the mail tab, the mail is not configured yet because it's a new user account. It's the same also with OneDrive, is not yet configured, and it's gonna take time to be configured, and within the next coming video we're gonna see if the mail and OneDrive is configured. That was creating a user. Thank you, and see you in the next demo. Bye. Hello again. In the second part of this exercise, in this task 2, we're gonna start creating and managing group. We're gonna start logging to your Microsoft portal by using the new account which we just created in the previous demo. As we can see, This is the account which we just created in the previous demo. Please pay attention, it's have the role of global admin, which means she have the privilege to create. In this demo, we're concerned about groups, and we're gonna go to under group section to go group to create new group. As you can see, this is the group what we have right now, and we're gonna start creating a new group. The first step whenever we start creating a group is choosing the group type, the different type of group, which we're gonna cover in another presentation about user and group. So I'm gonna pick the default group, which is Microsoft recommended group, and click next, and within the next option I just enter the group name, group description, and moving to configure the owner. We can type the owner name, for example. As we can see, we add Alan. If you would like to add another group owner. So now, as we can see, I have to assign group owner. Moving to the next tab, which is about setting. In the edit setting part, we're going to start by configuring the group email address. We're going to use the same name of the group, and by going down to the privacy, we have different options, public one and the private one. Within the public one, anyone can see the group. The private will be a private group. Please keep in mind, the public group, any user can ask to join the group. Another option here, we have a checkbox here if you would like to create a team for this group. So whatever message, whatever sharing document, sharing information you can share within the group member. So this is a private team also. So we're going to cover that in another course, which is MS-100. Next we click next, reviewing everything in the group, and we're going to start. Okay, of course we're going to have the option to edit whatever you need here, and the group is already created. If we go back here and click refresh, let's give it 1 minute. We already have our group, is already assigned, and it's a public group. Let's try to create another type of group. We create the Microsoft 365 one. In this demo here, we're going to create the security one, and we're going to give it another name. Let's call it, for example, IT admin, and we're going to add description. As we can see, it's the same step as the previous, but there is a difference, of course, in the group. And as we can see, there is no owner for the group, there is no email address, there is no privacy. As we can see, we move from the name next. We have nothing to configure, and we can click create a group. As we can see, the group is already created. Let me refresh here. As we can see, this is the two group which we just added. If we click on one of the group, as we can see, we have a different tab here: general tab, member tab, setting tab, and Microsoft Team tab. Let's go to member tab, and as we can see, this is the owner which we added. We can view the owner, we can add an owner, or you can add a member to the group. Let's view, click in a group. Let's search, for example, for one of the user. Maybe we need to type the full name. Let me write down still is not finding the name. Okay, let's use another one by clicking add member. We'll load the different member we have. As we can see, this is the one which I would like. I don't know why didn't catch this one. Moving down to another user, and we have 3 users. Click save and close and close. As we can see, this is the 2 owner for the group, and this is the group member. So as we can see, we have 5 users now, and this is the only 5 users which is you can start accessing. If you are using Microsoft Teams, you can start getting access to Microsoft Teams admin and configure whatever team you have. Let's move to the second group we just created. As we can see, we can start configuring the admin group. Add owner, whatever owner would you like to use. Let me use this one and the admin account, and click save. So I finish adding the 2 owner for the group. Let me close this one and go back under the member section, add more member. If we click add member, sometimes the search is taking a little bit long, so you can configure whatever other 3 member and click save and close. Now we have 2 owner and 3 group. Let's go back to the general tab. This is general information, and if we click here, we can delete the IT admin group. You can press delete, and is already deleted. As we can see, it's not here anymore. If we go under deleted group and refresh a little bit, let's give it some time. If we wait a little bit here, you're gonna find the deleted group, and the deleted group will be here for 30 days, as we can see here, and you have the option to restore a group in case you need it again. And that was a demo about creating a group, adding member to the group, and that was the last task for this module labs. Thank you, and see you on another demo.